Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction, but we're here for an interview, as we've said, with former WWE star, former WCW star, former ECW star, currently, I guess you'd say, current TNA Impact star, which you are in Impact. We're here with Johnny Swinger. There you go. We're here with Johnny Swinger. I want to thank you for being on here. I know it's a weekday, so it's normally hard to do that, but we want to thank you for being on here. We definitely appreciate you being on. I know lots of other people around the podcast are excited that you're on.
Well, thank you for having me, guys. I don't do too many. Mostly they're set up through Impact, but I get a little bit of leeway with my discretion. You know, you guys seem legit. I looked you up a little bit, and you guys look like you got it going on. So I'm real confident this is going to go well, and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we recently had the Pope on here last week.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
We've had quite a few guys. We've had Sabu. We've had Ahmed Johnson on. We've had we've had a good amount of new up and coming legends.
You guys are building it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I guess I'll start off with the first question. I guess I'll go with this. I know Ron Gossett. He does Universal Championship Wrestling. He wanted me to ask about your time in Universal Championship Wrestling. I actually met you a few times there. I went to his show sometimes, and I met you there before. So talk about your run with Universal Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, Ronnie was UCW, man. He started that back in, I want to say 2003, when I was still with TNA originally. And I would have to say I've done not every one of his shows, but most of them. I was a pretty good regular there. He promoted some pretty big events, as you know, throughout Georgia and even into the Carolinas and that. I was actually just wondering, because he hasn't, I haven't heard from him. I hear from him for greetings and stuff like that, but I don't think I've done a show for him in about a year. So I think he's kind of slowed down his schedule a little bit, but hopefully he gets some events on the calendar here. I look forward to going back there. Always great shows, a lot of big name talent on there, good crowds, you know what I mean? And it was definitely one of the major promotions in the Southeast.
Zach?
Yeah. So, Swing Man. Oh, so cool to have you on here, brother. Thank you for taking the time.
I wore my bandana in that. I didn't want to be confused with Tommy Dreamer. He's gone and copied my look with the goatee, and that little ponytail is just it's not as good as my man bun, so to speak.
So Swing Man,
he's just an up and coming youngster, so maybe he'll figure it out.
Can we see a hair match possibly in the future?
Only if I'm winning, right? Do everybody a favor and get rid of that little knob he's got back there.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, my goodness. I mean, you've been rocking and rolling since what, 92?
93. I started training in 93. I had my first match towards the end of 93 up in Toronto, Canada. That's where I broke in. I was trained by Sweet Daddy Siki and Ron Hutchison's camp in Toronto, which also produced Edge and Christian, Joe Legend, and then after our class, Trish Stratus, Gail Kim, Beth Phoenix, just a complete who's who of wrestlers out of Canada, which I'm not Canadian. I'm actually American, but I lived right on the border outside Buffalo, New York. So it was pretty cool to break in Canada. Everyone knows there aren't too many slouch wrestlers coming out of Canada. You know what I mean? Just, you know, look at the Hearts and what they produced to the sport. And all those names I just listed all came out of the same camp. So that just tells you, you know, Canada makes great wrestlers, beer, and some cars.
Right on.
Ron Gossett's actually in the chat. Swinger was our longest running champion. If anyone interested,
yeah, that's right. That's correct.
If anyone didn't know that, Swinger's the longest reigning Universal Championship Wrestling champion.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to know that. like I said, Ronnie always put on great shows. Hopefully he gets rolling again, man. Be glad to go back and put more good events and with big crowds and all that. He's always got big stars on there for the people. It's something to come out and see. It really is.
Very cool.
Yeah. The next question is: you've been in just about every major wrestling promotion that ever existed. WCW, WWE, TNA. I'm a WCW guy, even though I didn't live through it. I've got WCW flags. I watch WCW. Talk about your WCW run. I recently watched a match with you, and can't remember who it was, but it was WCW. I believe I want to say it was Nitro that you were on.
Sure.
But
you're probably thinking a match with me and Chavo, because that was the biggest Nitro that there ever was. The one out of the Georgia Dome in '98, where Goldberg beat Hogan for the belt. For 30 years of being a wrestler, you always remember something like that. When you're in the biggest company, you're on the biggest show, the biggest TV show they ever did. That sticks with you forever. And that particular match was Chavo Guerrero, as everybody knows, comes from an unbelievably great wrestling family. And we always had great matches together. Always liked wrestling him. Our styles really matched back then. I think they would right now. I just seen him recently within the last year. He's still in great shape. So WCW was my big break. It was my first break, and it was my big break because, as you know, that 97, 98, 99 were the biggest years for not just WCW, just wrestling as a whole. I mean, it was just to be there and with all those major stars and to be in the mix with that. And it was just a great time to be in wrestling. Not that it's not good now. It was just a different kind of, that's when the Monday Night Wars got going. And for me to be a small part of that, something that, you never forget.
Yeah, that's so cool. Speaking of being in WCW during the Monday Night Wars, Swingman, who would you say was like your greatest inspiration, or just like the person who you leaned on there when things got maybe a little crazy?
There were so many people. It's hard to name just one, but if I had to pick one for WCW, was probably Terry Taylor. Was in the office, and he was a great wrestler in his own right, and he's someone that I watched and study a lot, and he became a mentor of mine. And when I would come back from a match, he would pull me aside. Okay, I think we're back now. Did you guys? I think I lost you guys for a couple seconds there.
Yep, we got you.
I think I was saying Terry Taylor was a big mentor of mine in WCW. He was on the booking committee with Kevin Sullivan and Paul Orndorff, and all those gentlemen were very helpful to me in my early years in wrestling. You got to think, when I started wrestling there on major cable television, I'd only been wrestling a few years at that point. So I wasn't green, but I was still pretty inexperienced for big time TV wrestling. And those guys they're all great coaches, and they tell you if you did something wrong or if you did something right, they tell you keep it up, keep doing that. So it was a really good place to be.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a. Oh, I'm sorry, Connor.
My question's similar to his, but mine is your favorite wrestlers to work with. You wrestled in every major wrestling promotion there is to work for that ever existed. So, what is some of your favorite guys that you like working with?
I like working with a lot of the younger guys that I'm getting a chance to wrestle with now. Just to seeing the next generation of talent that's going to be the movers and shakers in the next 20 years. So it's pretty, because that's how, like, when I started, I got to wrestle so many of the guys that I watched on television, like Greg the Hammer Valentine and Dusty Rhodes, and just all these great stars from when I was growing up. And now I feel like it's kind of, now I'm in that position, getting to wrestle a lot of young guys that are climbing the ladder. You can just tell the potential that they have, how far they're going to go. And it's great to be in the middle of all that and still be in the public spotlight for wrestling. I still do a lot of independent events, but it's great to still be on a television promotion. And like I said, get in there and mix it up and see if I still got it, with a lot of these great young guys. But ECW had a lot of great matches, like people like Jerry Lynn and, Nova and Chris Chetty and Danny Doring and Roadkill, the last ECW tag team champions. There were a lot of battles with them, just great matches up there in New York and Philadelphia. Really enjoyed my wrestling there. Everywhere, pretty much. I don't have too many complaints. If it was a complaint, I'd say WWE. I didn't get enough of a chance to do what I would want to do there. But that's not just me. A lot of people, that's a big machine there, and sometimes you just get lost in the shuffle. But for 18 months that I was there, I consider myself lucky and grateful to be able to say I work for Mr. McMahon and his family, because that's the biggest you can go. So pretty much everywhere. Like Val Venus is someone I had really enjoyed matches with in WWE. Had a couple TV matches with Kane that I was pretty excited to do, and I always remember he was a really big star and was gracious with me in the match, and we made good matches. He didn't have to do that, for me. He could have just steamrolled me in a few seconds. But no, Shelton Benjamin had really good matches with him up there. So yeah, everywhere I got really good opportunities to wrestle great talent.
Very cool. Now, what would you say was your inspiration to become a professional wrestler?
Well, that goes all the way back to being a lot like a lot of people when they're kids, that you come across it on TV, and I was the same. I think I was 7 or 8 years old when I just came across on TV. I was just immediately mesmerized. Because when I went to see it in person the first time, I was probably about 9 years old. It was 1984. Living in Buffalo, my uncle took me to the old War Memorial Auditorium there. When I saw that, that's when I knew I wanted to do it right away, and I stuck with it. And I started working out when I was 12, and just dedicate myself to it. And I was studying tapes before I even knew what I was actually doing. I never watched it as a fan. I was watching it to see how they did it and try to get as much as I could out of just watching it. I knew eventually I'd be trained, but I think that helped me, that I really looked at the people and how they executed the moves and how they took their time with certain things and then got aggressive at other times. So I think I had a lot more in my brain by the time I actually got trained when I was right out of high school. So I broke in just like most people, you know what I mean? I did have a family friend, which was just funny, that came later. I already wanted to be a wrestler, and then ended up, my stepfather was good friends with a wrestler, Tony Cannonball Parisi, and I got involved when I was a teenager with setting up the rings and all that stuff. So everything kind of fell into place for me. It was, I guess, inevitable that I would, follow it all the way through. And I have to this day. I've never had a year off, never had, luckily, a major injury. A lot of people suffer severe injuries. I've just been lucky and try my best to, go out there and make a good match without, I was never a high risk maneuver type of a guy. So I think that's helped me out. I like to look at things beforehand and kind of gauge was never a ladder guy or a tables guy, that stuff. So I think it's lended its hand to my longevity.
Yeah, and I love that you took the psychological approach to pro wrestling, and
that's what we were taught. We were taught that way. Like I said, starting in the early '90s, we were watching the guys off the '80s, and that's what it was all about. It was all about, why are you making a move out there? You know what I mean? And why wouldn't you? You know, and why wouldn't you try to pin the guy if he's not? You know, because it was really, and if we didn't do stuff like that, they'd yell at us. You know what I mean? So that's the way we were kind of broke in and trained, and it's a lot faster paced now. But man, a lot more athleticism now with some of these guys. I'm blown away by some of the stuff these guys could do, and I'm like, man, if I had to do that kind of stuff, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it, and you know, I'm lucky that they brought me into Impact to basically play the character that I really am, which is an old school, you know, wrestler from, you know, early 90s type deal, which is unbelievably 30 years now. It doesn't seem that long, but yeah, it seems like it seems like I was just a kid, you know, dreaming about it. And now I've been doing it longer than a lot of the guys that are on there now have been alive. So time has gone by.
So we got a few questions in here. Davis says, what do you think about AEW?
I think it's the greatest thing to happen to wrestling since Ted Turner lost majority share. It's great that there's another major league promotion. It's great for the talent. It's great for the individual businesses to have competition. I think as we're doing this interview, there's a loaded up night of wrestling on with AEW and NXT. And that's something, like I said, was big in the late 90s when I was there with WCW, and then went away in 2001. And now it's finally back to that again. So it's pretty exciting to, you know, have another major option for the talent, for the fans, you know, and then they can choose who they want to see. And, you know, and there's a lot of people crossing over like they did with the NWO, and you know what I mean, back then, where, man, you never knew. Rick Rude was on Monday Night Raw, and then he was on Nitro on the same night. I mean, stuff like that's going to start happening again, and that's great for all of us, the wrestlers, the fans. It's you know, it's another boom period for the sport.
Yeah. One more question. I seen you still on ECW in 2000. I know you're on ECW. This is what event he's talking about, but my next question is, you've been in TNA technically twice. You were in TNA 2004, 5-ish, I think.
2003 to 2005. Yep.
And then you came back this new era. Who are some of the guys in Impact now that you think that if people listening right now don't know, that they should check out?
Well, we got an unbelievable roster of X Division stars, and we have some pretty impressive heavyweights like Moose and Josh Alexander. I'm a big fan of Steve Macklin. Just he reminds me of an old school bruiser type of a wrestler, and PCO's in there. He's a guy I watched when I was a kid, as the Quebecers, and we have just an array of talent there. And then you got, you know, the champion Alex Shelley, who's just can do anything in the ring, can get, you know what I mean, can do anything. Chris Sabin, all those guys, everybody's got their spot on the card, and they deliver, and it just makes for a great show. We got a tremendous women's division that's really skyrocketed, and we got a lot of women like Jordan Grace and that have Deanna Peraza have become major drawing cards for the company. So when you put it all together, it's quite the stew. Like I said, I'm just grateful to be there and have an opportunity to have a little spot in that. And I'll be on the upcoming Bound for Glory coming up in a couple weeks in Chicago. So I'll look forward to that. It'll be my 5th Bound for Glory since I went back in 2019. So that's pretty exciting for me to have. It's now the longest period that I've ever been. All those companies you mentioned that I've been in, I'm in the middle of my longest tenure with a company, which blows my mind, because, you know, going in my mid 40s, I never actually thought I'd go back on TV after I left WWE in 2006. I hoped that I would, but for a lesson for all the young wrestlers out there, just perseverance is what it's all about. You know, I left WWE in 2006, and I never took a month or a week off. I went right to the independents, and what's that? 13 years later, I get a call to go back on national TV with Impact, and I was hoping to get 6 months or a year out of it. It's now been 4 years, and it's just been great. It's been my favorite time, the most fun I've ever had, because I've been allowed to be a character, and it's a character that's kind of based on my real upbringing in wrestling, which is spent a lot of time on the road with a lot of the 80s wrestlers, and I got it all up in my brain here, all the things they said and they did, and I just let loose on the TV with it, and it just makes for some good entertaining segments.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Swin Man, we know in professional wrestling, ribs are a big part of the culture. You have any good rib stories you can share, maybe that were pulled on you or you pulled on others?
You know, I really didn't. I didn't get ribbed too much. I don't know why that is. I think maybe because I was always so serious about doing the best job that I could in the ring, that I was always kind of wrapped up in that. So, but I've heard plenty of stories, you know what I mean? Like Owen Hart being a massive ribber, and Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, was an idol of mine when I was a kid. And then I got to work with him in WCW, and everything was a rib to him. Everything was a joke. And people would be surprised how many wrestlers, how they're different in the dressing room. How many of them could actually be stand-up comedians because they just have you laughing the whole time. I always say that pro wrestling is like high school with money. It's just a bunch of big kids walking around, and the Steiners are good friends of mine. They're classic ribbers.
Oh, I can only.
Yeah.
There was one story that Ahmed Johnson told us. It was Owen Hart. To mention that you mentioned Owen Hart. Ahmed Johnson thought he had a big USA Today or something, that he supposedly got a call that he was going to be on there. Then it was Owen Hart that made the call and set up all this stuff. And then Ahmed Johnson buys a suit. He buys all this stuff, and then it was all Owen Hart that pulled all that.
Yeah, I heard he's pulled some pretty elaborate ribs back in the day. Yeah, he was a classic. Mr. Fuji, I heard, was a big ribber. Some mean ribs. He was like a mean ribber, like he'd shave your eyebrows when you're sleeping, stuff like that. Paint your fingernails on the plane, you know, when you fall asleep, and just, yeah, like I said, my era, I think that they're more serious, and I even think today there's not that much ribbing going on. I think guys are just so wrapped up in creating the best matches they can, and building their career, and there's just, I guess, not a lot of time for that anymore. It's I think the guys were on the road a lot more back then, so there was a lot more opportunity to rib people, whereas we're shooting TV a couple times here, you know what I mean? So when you're there, you're wrapped up in it all day, man, and they're long days, like making a movie. We got to be at TV at 1 o'clock, and you get out of there at midnight. You're just too tired to think of, you know, ribs. But the Bulldogs were big, and you know, like you said, Owen, Mr. Perfect, he could stir the pot like nobody else, and you know, just a bunch, like I said, a bunch of grown men acting like kids.
Devin, thanks for watching. Eden says you were with Simon when I seen you in ECW.
That's right. Yep. We had a good run there as a tag team, and I think we would have went further if ECW didn't close. But we did get to continue our partnership into TNA, and we were successful there in becoming the champions, and had a really good run there. We split up. Eventually, every tag team splits up. You know what I mean? Had a little short-term feud there. But we're still really good friends to this day. I spoke to him on the phone today. He's actually the Billy Corgan's right-hand man in the NWA right now. So he still works in the sport, and is very involved with talent relations and management with NWA starting to really grow as a company. So yep, great friend. He was best man at my wedding, and we had a great partnership inside the ring, and it continues on today.
Yeah. It's my turn next. So next question is, you were, as I said many times, you were a lot of promotions. Well, this is kind of what I was going to ask. What Davis just put. What was it like working with Eric Bischoff? I'm a big WCW guy, as I said. So,
Right.
like,
No, I love talking about WCW. Like I said, it was, not to sound cheesy, it was a magical time. It really was. And you got 42,000 people in a dome watching you wrestle. That's a pretty big deal. And I was able to wrestle in several domes, the Astor Dome. There's the St. Louis. It was the RCA Dome, and several NBA arenas that were full to watch me wrestle. And to me, that was Eric Bischoff really taking the ball and running with it when he got control of WCW. And I don't think he gets enough credit for what he was able to do. He turned WCW from losing money into a major profit. And people say, oh, well, it was only for 3 years. A couple $100 million a year is nothing to, you can't degrade someone for you. That's an unbelievable accomplishment. So the guy is smarter than a lot of people give him credit for. He signed off on me getting a contract, so I'll always be grateful to get signed to a Ted Turner contract at 21. At the time, I was 21 years old. I was the youngest person under contract, wrestler-wise, to WCW. Right behind Alex Wright and Rey Mysterio, and he gave me an unbelievable opportunity. I still see him once in a while at FanFest, and he remembers me. I always go up to him and thank him. Him and JJ Dillon, they always were very professional to me and treated me like a major talent. So nothing to say bad about Eric. I wish he would have been able to pull off the purchase in 2001, because it was real close to him with a new investor group that was going to take WCW into another era, and that's when the Vince McMahon and WWF bought it out. But I think Eric's a really intelligent, creative guy for wrestling, and he's always involved with it, even to this day. I know he's got a podcast, and I like to listen to his some of the clips from his podcast. Like I said, I just think he's a really intelligent guy, and you can learn something. I can still learn from people that can run a business as big as he did and make it as big as he did. He's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. No, and like speaking of Eric Bischoff, just hearing his story of like when he started in the AWA, and then one day they were like, "Hey, do you want to announce?" And then he became, what he became in WCW. So yeah, great
Right.
story. Great.
Yeah.
Story, yeah.
And like I said, he's no slouch, man. He's not someone that, you don't get a job like that without having some kind of credentials. And a lot of people don't know he started with Verne Gagne. He's paid his dues in wrestling. He didn't just come from the old timers complain about a guy named Jim Herd and go, "Oh, you're at WCW, you ruined it," blah blah blah. Jim Herd didn't have any kind of background in wrestling. He came from Pizza Hut management. So literally, call the guy up. He's running Pizza Hut. Say, "Hey, you're going to run the wrestling company." That wasn't Eric. Eric was involved with the wrestling profession through Gagne, and he wanted to be in it. He wanted to do well at it. So that just makes for that's what we're all doing. We all have an idea like that we want to do it, and then we take the steps to make it happen, which are a lot of steep steps. And he did that. And he was obviously the right man for the job. I mean, could somebody else have gone in there? I heard there was other people up for that position. I heard Tony Schiavone was up for the position, a couple other people, but to me, Eric's a success story. He really is. And I had a great contract for 3 years, and thanks to him. So yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
So going ECW, going from WCW to ECW, what were some of your favorite moments working in ECW? I know we mentioned Simon. Are there any other good moments that you had in ECW?
I liked wrestling with Dreamer, Tommy Dreamer, who's also a great friend of mine now. We had some great matches. We did a lot of 6-man tags in ECW. We did a one match, and I'll tell you this story. This is great. Towards the end of the company, it was December 2000, and we did a big show at the Elks Lodge in Queens, New York, which was a big market for ECW. And Paul called in a favor to Vince McMahon to send the Dudleys down. Dudleys were full-time WWF at the time, and they came down, and it was them and Tommy Dreamer against myself, Simon Diamond, and C.W. Anderson for the main event match in Queens, and it was sold out, and it blew the roof off the place. And that's probably one of my favorite matches of all time, just because the Dudleys come in, they're ECW, megastars, and then at that time they were big WWF stars coming off WrestleMania and stuff, and still there, and then coming down to wrestle us. It was a major deal. So that was one of my favorite matches. And then, like I said, getting to wrestle Dreamer and Jerry Lynn. Mikey Whipwreck was great to wrestle with. Really enjoyed matches with him. Little Guido was a lot of fun. There was nobody on the ECW roster that wasn't worth it, or they wouldn't have been there. That was one thing about ECW. You got a chance there to make something of yourself, and if you did, you stayed, and if you didn't, you're out of there. So that's how I got a lot of confidence wrestling there, because I wouldn't have been kept around there for the whole year. I was on every pay-per-view for that in 2000. When I started in March of 2000, from then on, I was on every pay-per-view all the way through the last one. And there was no charity case. If you could deliver, you're on there. If you didn't, they'd bring somebody else, put them in your spot. So great working experience, great exposure at the time. My gosh, our ratings were pretty similar to what AEW is doing right now. So it was pretty big viewership. We had about 1 million people watching our TV show every week, and our pay-per-view buy rates weren't shabby either. So it was a major, what I called it a territory. I thought it was the last real territory. We were based in the Northeast, but we went to a lot of big markets like Chicago, LA, Dallas. We did the show in Toronto. We had 6,000 people there in 2000. LA at the Grand Olympic Auditorium for Heat Wave, I think it was 2000. It was 5,000 or 6,000 people there. We had some really, really big crowds there that whole last year of ECW. It was a great experience. I wish it could have continued, because it was a great place for young wrestlers to, really find themselves and establish themselves to a national audience. And while it was big, you could go on to even bigger things from there. So it was a big loss for the whole profession, I think, when ECW went down.
Yeah.
Brenda, Johnny, what is one thing you would like to do in your wrestling career? I guess something that you haven't done yet.
Hey guys, I'm as close to my router as I could get without sitting on it. I keep saying get close to your router.
The question that Brenda, Johnny, what is one thing you'd like to do in your wrestling career? I guess something that you haven't done yet.
I don't want to say I've done it all, but I enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'd like to just keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm hoping they give me another 1-year extension. Like I said, I'm most of the way through my 3rd contract with Impact, and from all accounts, they're happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with doing.
So having a few technical difficulties. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Swinger? Not sure. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Well, I can hear you, Connor. I can't hear Swinner.
I'm not sure. It's not on mute.
No.
Can you hear us now?
Hmm.
Raise your hand if you can hear us. I don't know what's going on. I think he can hear us, but we can't hear him for some reason.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe go out and come back in, maybe, or let me see if there's something. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm not sure why he can't hear us. Let me. Not sure what else to do.
Yeah, because he's not muted unless the audio input. Maybe that got changed. That's the only thing I can think of.
See. Audio. Sorry, everyone. We're having a little technical difficulties. They're going to come back and go out and come back in. Everything was fine. And then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was like he was freezing a little bit, but when he came back, yeah, he had no audio. Oh.
All right. I think I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It's not the first time I had to leave and come back, right? That would be my TNA run. I had to leave and come back.
Yeah, I remember the last question you were, was one thing you haven't done in your career. I think the last thing you were saying that you're doing great. That like their Impacts is great with what you're doing. You're doing great for them.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying. Like I said, I'm enjoying my run there, and I'm a little over 4 years now, and the character is still popular, and I'm enjoying doing it. And they always have something for me to, you know what I mean? We got some great people there. Scott Demore, the president of the company, a good friend of mine. We go all the way back to. He's the one that got me booked for WCW originally, so he's always been an influence in my career. And Tommy Dreamer, like I said, is involved with production, and he's been a great co-wrestler and great friend. So it's great to be working with those guys, and I can't imagine a better scenario somewhere else right now. So I'm hoping that I get to stick around a little longer. And I made some really good friends there as well. A lot of the young guys, and you know, they take advice and they give it too. I mean, sometimes they got good ideas for me, man, and I use them. You know what I mean? Because they're plugged into culture. You know what I mean? They know what's cool and what's popular and what's hip. And man, so we all just we work together and help each other out. You know, it reminds me of ECW a little bit.
There's one question from Ariana. Are you going to be at WrestleCade?
I am. Yeah, I'm there. This will be my third year in a row. I'll be doing my VIP party on Friday night at 10 at the Marriott across the street from the convention center there. Last 2 years, it's been great. It's like a little pre-party to all the events of the weekend. Usually there's a card of matches on Friday night from like 7 to 10, and then 10 to 12 is my VIP party. There's going to be food, and there's always special guests. Last year, Ricky Morton was there, Rob Van Dam, Kiss Demon, Zicky was there, my partner in Impact, Mike Jackson, just a whole host of big time people in wrestling. So it's always a great time, and definitely come by and see me there.
I went to WrestleCade. The first and only time I went was 2020, and you started my WCW flag actually. Then you might have like remember me, but I've met you at least 7-8 times over the years.
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be there this year, definitely come, and I'll be there for the Fan Fest as well on Saturday.
Yeah, if anyone's watching and you're going to WrestleCade, make sure to stop by Johnny Swinger's booth. He'll be there. I guess we can ask one question each. I can ask one more, and Zach, you can ask one more. I guess my final question is, what is advice that you would give to younger wrestlers who are coming up in the indies to make the next jump into a promotion like Impact or NWA, I guess, or going to AEW?
Be patient. That's really what it is. The thing I see the most is guys they're in a hurry, and I understand. I was hungry too, but your time will come. But until it does, you have to work on yourself. If you want to be in WWE or if you want to be in Impact, watch the shows, see what the guys look like on there, and then look at yourself and say, do I look like that? Because if you don't, you need to make yourself. There's so much that you can do for yourself, and that's really all you can do. That's all you have control over is your own talent, look, and abilities. So make that the best that you can, which is done through repetitive matches, and get as much experience as you can, because the more places you get, the more people you'll come in contact with, and you just never know when you will get an opportunity, but you got to be ready for it, because if you're not ready for it, you might not ever get another one. So patience is key. And obviously never say never. It happened to me. I knew I would stay wrestling, but I didn't think I'd go back on TV once I got over 40. And then lo and behold, I had the best, in my opinion, the best run on TV I ever had, going in there at 44. So no one's ever too old. The Rock's not too old. They're begging him to be in the main event. He's 52. They're begging him to be WrestleMania main event. So you're never too old. You're never too, you can make wrestling what you want it to be. So you just got to believe it and stick with it. If that's what you want to do, then do it. But you got to do everything that you can, which is how you look, how you perform, how you do interviews. Like we're talking right now, you got to be able to talk in front of a camera and get your point across. And you never know it all. So just keep working. I keep watching the Masters, as I call them. I still do it. I still watch the Masters of wrestling. And, I can watch a match right now with Randy Orton's dad and just go, oh my gosh, I'm going to steal that. There's just so much. You never know it all. So just keep learning, keep plugging away, and eventually you'll get a chance. Just be ready.
Cool. And then my final question for you, and hopefully this moment is far, far in the future. But Swing Man, whenever you untie your boots for the last time and you lay them in the middle of the rain, what do you want your peers and your fans to remember you by?
I honestly, I tagged up with Bullet Bob Armstrong a day after his 80th birthday. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go that long, but I think you're right. I think the day will come, and I don't think I'm going to have to be remembered. I think I'm going to stay in it. I think when the final match comes, I think that means that I've started full time as a producer or on a creative team, or maybe maybe down with the NXT training center, something. I think I'm a lifer. I'll always be involved with wrestling. And we're good friends with Rhino, and we talked about this, and we're like, for us at this point in our life, being in the ring or being behind the scenes working with young talent is like the same thing. We're still in it. We're still doing it. You know what I mean? So we'll never really be done. There'll always be another. I wrestled Scott D'Amore the other night in Windsor. He's the vice president of our company. He's not supposed to be a wrestler anymore, but he's flying all around the ring doing all, you know,
Oh no.
So cute. Can you hear us? Cool.
Oh,
Don't know why it keeps happening. Anything's not come out yet. We're about to be done. I hope we can finish this without any more. It's never happened before. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's weird. I know, like you said, we were so close.
Yeah, but so close to finish. Here we go.
all right. I think that worked again. Leave and come back.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's never happened with us before. I don't know what's going on. But as you were saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I was saying. I kind of get off on a tangent a little bit. I think you guys said when I finish up, which I'll never.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be a manager. Maybe I'll be an announcer, a commentator. I'd love to do all those things. You know what I mean? Those are all things that I think my current swingman persona can. If it got to a point where it actually wouldn't have matches anymore, I still think I'll be involved on air in some way, shape, or form, or definitely behind the scenes, or both. It's like I tell a lot of the young guys, it's like being an actor. Once you get a role, it leads to another role, leads to another role. You got to get that first role. And I was lucky enough that I've gotten a lot of great roles, and I've been involved in, like, as you said, a lot of great organizations. And I'm with one of the main ones right now. And I'm hoping to stay with them and just keep doing what I set out to do from the very beginning, which is just be a part of it. You know, there's no why. If I don't do this,
Oh, darn.
Yours?
Yep, I'm back.
Fair. All right. Yeah, it was pretty much. I pretty much summed up the question. For me, at least, I don't think I'll ever accept that you'll ever be gone from the wrestling business. Just as a fan.
Yeah, after 30 years, I'll always, like a WrestleCade or something, I'll always go to one of them. I'll never say no to that, you know? I'll be in Philadelphia on October 28th for the Heroes. I think it's the Heroes and Icons or something like that. October 28th, I'll be there for that. So I love doing those kind of events, and that I could see myself doing those forever if they'll have me, you know?
Yeah. I love that.
Impact came to Nashville.
Well, that's where it all started. Yeah.
I actually went to Impact in Memphis not too long ago. They came to Memphis.
Oh, did you do it? See, I was on something else. I wasn't there that weekend. That was the recent one last month.
Yeah, I went to Saturday one.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, I wrestled in the one before that, White Plains, and we were supposed to do something. And we had a lot of contracts coming up. A lot of people are leaving, so a lot of stuff got switched around. But I'm back in Chicago for the Bound for Glory, and we do the IPWF show every year. We'll be doing that in November, and then we're doing a whole revamp. Everything starts over new in the new year. They haven't really told us what it's going to be, but there's going to be some major upgrades to the production and the way the show's presented. And so far, I've been told I'll be involved with things going forward. So I look forward to seeing how this all plays out.
We definitely appreciate you coming on. You're definitely one of the I hate to say this to not discredit anyone else we've had on here, but it was definitely you're one of the best that we've had on here to communicate
Well, I
with.
appreciate it, guys. And I love doing them. Like I said, I don't get a chance to do too many, but I do. When I do them, I enjoy them, and yeah, it's a good time. I love talking shop and the experiences because they're great, man. They're all great, and it's just going to keep rolling with it and having a good time, man. That's what it's all about. That's what I tell the young guys, man. Just have fun first and foremost, and then you won't be disappointed.
So, do you have a pro wrestling tees or anything that viewers
I do.
can?
Yep, I got a store at Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm on Cameo. I love doing those. Those are fun for my character. And yeah, so that's cool. I got a little shop there on Pro Wrestling Tees. Got some Swingman originals on there. They're not Impact trademarks, so you can go on there and grab one of those. That'd be cool.
So for anyone watching, all the links all the links to John Swinger's Pro Wrestling Tees will be in the link description below. So if you're interested in getting a John Swinger merchandise or getting a cameo, definitely go in the link description below and find all that. Definitely thank you for coming on. We definitely appreciate it.
Man, thank you guys. My pleasure.
And we definitely look forward to having you on again sometime in the future. But yeah, definitely appreciate you coming on. And yeah. So I got anything else, Zach, you want to add anything else?
Man, thank you guys, and good luck with everything, man. It's I appreciate being on. I'd love to come back and
well, yeah, I think we lost him again, but yeah, it was great having Swinger on.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, great conversation. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it.
I better check something back on. I don't know, maybe not, but yeah, the AEW. Next is our AEW Dynamite reaction. As I said in the beginning, first down. The clue like is in the house.
Or in my slogan, autism elite down on the name thing.
I was saying AEW had a Dynamite. As we were talking in the interview, this is basically the Monday Night Wars tonight. It's gotten really ugly on both sides. But a lot of fans don't like tribalism, but for me, I love it, man. I love the competition. I love it. I love seeing them fire shots at each other. I love it. Yeah, John Singer said, thanks you guys. Hopefully we thank you, John Singer, for coming on. As I said, all that stuff will be in the description below. They just concluded with the buy-in. It was Eddie Kingston and Suzuki. I believe Eddie Kingston won. I was watching a little bit. What happened to John Moxley?
Is that on YouTube, Connor?
Yeah, they're the buy-in. First match, they only have one match on there, which that's.
No, so what? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm guessing John Moxley's not wrestling tonight. It's supposed to be Phoenix and John Moxley. But on the buy-in, they're going through the matches, and it's Ray Phoenix and Orange Cassidy now. So
really,
I wonder if Mox is not cleared yet, or I don't know what happened. I guess it's Ray Phoenix and Orange Cassidy now.
Huh.
But nobody's scheduled
yet. Why is tonight? Is there a reason why like both companies? I know NXT is normally on Tuesday. Is there a reason why AEW did a Tuesday show tonight?
So apparently, TNT and TBS have the NBA starting back up and the National Hockey League. So I'm guessing the NBA is coming. I guess the NBA, they're in the preseason. They're going to have a game on Wednesday, so I guess they moved them to Tuesday. I know next week they'll be at their normal time, Wednesday at 7. It's just a one-time thing, I guess. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the reason why they're having to make tonight a Tuesday. Well, this week a Tuesday episode instead of Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah. I was just curious if they like intentionally like set this up to see like which brand would do better, or if they were just having fun, or if and then like you said, then I remembered. Oh yeah, that's right. Like NHL, NBA starting back up. So
Even if there's a lot of tweets going on. Shawn Michaels has tweeted something.
yeah,
Our first match tonight will be Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson. That's the match I was most looking forward to.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that one's gonna be insane.
And it will be the first match will be commercial free.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
Well, it was
Sorry.
supposed to be. It was supposed to be the first 30 minutes, but I guess the first hour is commercial free.
Wow, they're really trying to keep people from switching.
Yeah, because NXT's got a 30-minute, not commercial free, but AEW is getting a 15-minute, a 10 or 15-minute overrun. So whatever was happening in the main event, that they've. And I did see Tony Khan announced that Jon Moxley is now cleared to compete tonight. Phoenix will defend the international championship against Orange Cassidy.
Ray Phoenix and Orange Cassidy tonight?
Yes, it was supposed to be Moxley, and apparently Moxley's still not clear to compete yet. After he got injured, Dynamite Grand Slam, I believe.
Yeah, because he dumped on his head like twice.
Yeah.
And one of them is a botch thanks to the referee.
Yeah.
Is that the second one?
Yep.
Yeah. Rick Knox, he refereed that match, and he hasn't refereed a match since then. That was like 2-3 weeks ago.
He probably got suspended or maybe a big fine, then suspended.
Because as a referee myself, I know if you see something wrong in the ring, you should. I don't know. I don't know how that. It's just a weird situation. Because as a referee, you want to make sure everyone's safe and stuff. And I'm guessing Moxley made his decision to do an audible, have Ray Phoenix win, because he's got landed on his head, just flat out, and dropped on his head twice. I wonder if the referee was trying to get confirmation from Tony Khan or what. But at that point, I feel like the referee should just hit 3. I don't know. That was I don't know what to make out of that. That was nothing like that ever happens again. But I know Mox was on the pay-per-view. Wrestle Dream is on commentary a little bit. Hopefully he's back soon.
Well, yeah. Hopefully he still has some money in the bank account after being on commentary.
Yeah,
all the
players.
Yeah, I bet when his wrestling career is over, he'll go in the commentary role.
Yeah, he was good.
Well, speaking, Zachary, you kind of look like Don Callis a little bit.
I mean, I kind of take that as a compliment. I'm sure as a real person, he's a good guy. Plus, I love heels, so and he's a great.
Don't mind me, but keep going.
But
the only thing missing is that scar on his I think his right eye, under his right eye.
Right. Yep, you're right. Yeah, right eye. Yeah, I don't know. Like Don Callis, like sometimes like from a fan point of view, I love him. And then some of the stuff he does, I'm just like, oh, too far.
Look at this Big Bang Theory. Well,
Brian just went off, so we're about to go to the main show.
Well, since it's 7 o'clock right now, I'm going to say it anyway. So, without further ado, it's a special Tuesday night. We all know what that means. And I know we're already live, but take it away, Connor.
I would take it away, but Christian has taken over the show.
The TNT champion, Christian Cage. Now, speaking of my
in the production
serious implications
this is
for it
different.
tonight.
Yeah.
Starting off,
what is he going to do? Mess up the show? Change all graphics to Christian Cage.
On Collision. Now, Swerve, if you happen to walk out victorious, that's fine by me because you've left a bad taste in my mouth when you cost our team the match at Wembley versus Sting and Darby Allin. And Bryan Danielson, a little birdie told me that you still fancy yourself the best wrestler in the world. Well, my title says otherwise. And in the main event, my right hand of destruction, the most complete big man in the business today, Luchasaurus, is going to end the run of Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar, before it even gets started. You know, before that match, I might just have to walk out there in front of a live audience and elaborate on the 3 words that I left you hanging with last week.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And as the face of TNT, as the face of Warner Brothers Discovery,
week.
I've procured the first 30 minutes of Dynamite commercial-free. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, one of you assholes start this show.
Hey, Connor, I can hear Dynamite. I don't know.
Here on one of our ends.
Yeah, I think so.
Here now.
No, you're good. I just make sure I didn't want you to get in trouble. I don't know if it's
No offense, Zachary.
copyright or.
No offense, Zachary, but Christian Cage is a manipulator asshole.
He's probably the top heel right now. Wouldn't you say?
I'll give you that.
I can't believe he did what he did last week. Edge is not really in WWE. They're not really allowed to swear like that, or Christian said.
Well, yeah, especially after when I lost my ish when he did that. I was like, what?
Us on the podcast, we just heard him say "go" and muted it out. But then when we went back and seen it, we couldn't believe he said that. I'm really enjoying the Christian Cage and Edge. I know people call him Adam Copeland, but to me, he'll always be Edge. I'm really enjoying their story. And we were saying on Rampage that this feud can be a full-on. Of course, they can cool off for a little bit, go back into it. They can for the TNT title, win the tag titles together, and they can feud over the world title eventually. There's so many possibilities for this feud.
Yeah, and if you ever watch Edge's documentary, it's on Peacock now, but he talks about, like, everyone talks about how, like, Edge's mind is just so good. And, like, you're already seeing that, like, come and manifest in AEW already. Like, just how smart he is and how creative he is.
Yeah. So we're starting off with what I think the best match, well, besides Edge's debut match, the best match tonight behind Danielson and Swerve Strickland. And as Christian said in the opening segment, that whoever wins this will get a TNT title shot this week, this Saturday on Collision.
Oh, cool.
I'm leaning towards Danielson winning this, and Swerve costing Danielson in Collision.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see. I mean, I can't see Swerve going over clean on.
I think
Swerve
could win this, but whoever wins, I don't think they're going to beat Christian Cage. I don't think Christian Cage is going to lose just yet. But Christian Cage doesn't. I don't know if he's won against Bryan Danielson before. He may have in WWE, but I know he hasn't won against Swerve Strickland. I know he hasn't won against him.
No.
We got everyone's favorite.
Hey, he knows how to swerve.
Hey, you made that thing. It's like a challenge now, the Prince Nana challenge. And Eric Bischoff actually did it on this podcast, actually.
Oh, no way.
Out of anyone, if Eric Bischoff's doing it, then something's going right.
This is true.
So they got a packed house tonight. No, they weren't doing good. I said, let's say that they got a packed house tonight. I know they weren't doing good in ticket sales, but I looked and they sold like 2,500 tickets just today. Like, they sold that many tickets in one day. So,
Know what you mean?
So they got a good crowd tonight, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using Canadian destroyers. So that sign says.
Oh boy.
That should age well. Stop using Canadian destroyers.
Courtesy of Christian Cage. That doesn't sound like Christian Cage to me.
Well, no, that's what a fan sign said.
I didn't mean that. I meant about what I think Excalibur said, courtesy of Christian Cage.
Oh. Got Tony Storm tonight. I wonder what the main event's going to be tonight. feel like it's going to be the women tonight.
You think so?
I think Mercedes Moné is going to do something tonight.
Oh, dude, that would be so cool.
I don't know who else. I mean, I guess they could do Edge and which Swords is the main event. That would seem like the way you would go to the main event. Oh, we got a new match announcement. We got Wardlow versus Matt Sydal tonight.
We got Jay White
Oh.
and Hangman Page.
And the devil himself will be there tonight doing something. Yeah, I got.
You guys think?
What's that?
You guys think MGF is the best on the mic right now?
I think he was. He was the best in the mic. I think he's number 2 now. I think he still is the best. I think Christian Cage has a kind of, just because of the fact that MJF is kind of a face now. MJF's heel work is the best ever. I still think that. I think that MJF is the best on the mic in AEW, but right now I gotta go with Christian Cage. He's doing probably the best stuff he's ever done in his career, like as a solo wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to see MJF and Christian Cage here.
Oh, dude, that'd be pure electric.
Oh,
Please excuse my mother.
She got excited over Prince Nana dancing.
Oh, bother. Oh, that's a botch by Brian Danielson, I think.
Trip. I think Prince Nana intentionally did that. I think that's what you're referring to.
Yeah. I know. Well, anyway. So who's got 2 TVs in one room for NXT and AEW tonight?
I'm only watching AEW.
What are you, Zachary?
Yeah, I'm just doing AEW right now. I'll watch NXT tomorrow. I'm just starting to get back into NXT. I can't watch the main roster yet, though.
Yeah. I'm on AEW right now.
I can't really, because a lot of these people that's going to be on there tonight is just on there tonight. They're not going to be there next week, so it's kind of, it's not really anything. I mean, they've done this before. I mean, I guess The Undertaker would be the only reason I would want to watch, but I'm not watching NXT, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, back in the day, I loved NXT, like, from 14 till, like, 20. And then AEW came around, and I'm like, nope, never mind.
Yeah, I think AEW is I think AEW has a better product than the entire WWE. I mean, WWE has gotten a little bit better. Raw, I watched Raw last night. It was actually pretty good. Raw was.
Oh,
That's gotta hurt.
But I still, even though WWE is improving on some things, AEW is still my favorite.
yeah.
My favorite wrestling promotion to watch. Probably always will be.
Yeah, I mean, their storytelling, in my opinion, is the best that I've seen in a long time.
So what do y'all think of my Dax Harwood mustache?
That's good.
I like it. It's very, very classy.
Thank you.
I miss my facial hair. Especially now it's getting cold.
We got Rick and Morty advertisement on the screen. But,
Yeah, their new season starts soon.
This is a different kind of arena because up on top they have like a Titantron. That's kind of cool. Actually, in there. It's an handy.
Yeah,
If you can't.
It's gotta hurt.
I wonder if Rick and Morty's sponsoring AEW
on Halloween.
You guys remember when they did that?
Yeah, in 2019. Yeah, I remember when Chuck Taylor and Best Friends, they came out with Rick and Morty, the theme song.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I wish they would do something like that again, like actually have like a full-on Halloween episode again. Like that was pretty fun.
Know what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's already been 15 minutes, and they should do picture-in-picture. But since this is commercial-free for the next 30 minutes, well, for the next 15 minutes, you know.
We're just rolling along, baby.
You know, rolling, as you pointed out, Zachary, keep rolling.
Yeah, they'll probably stick with this match entirely through. Ooh.
Does anyone know what the time limit is on this match?
Soon a 30-minute time limit. So they'll probably finish this match before they go with their first commercial.
Yeah.
And they got a 15-minute overrun, so they'll go past 9 o'clock. So that's why I kind of feel like the women's main event. If Mercedes Moné is debuting, I feel like that extra 15 minutes go a long ways. If
at least I know who's going to win this tonight. I'm not saying who.
This match right here.
What?
Oh, what match are you talking about?
The match that's going on right now. Oh, we got a Scott Steiner audience member.
Who you think's gonna win?
I was just gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing that Scott. What's that thing on his head though? That Scott Steiner wears. What is it called?
Yeah, I know I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win this match? Between Danielson and Swerve, Chris.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
I'm going Danielson.
I think Swerve's gonna go over, but it's not gonna be clean. It's gonna be a dirty win.
Don't remind me about a dirty one. I know you're heel, but that's not, you know.
He's gonna call. Someone else gonna call Danielson, and Danielson's gonna call Swerve on Collision.
I like it.
I feel like these two will go against each other again. I think it's gonna be a full-on feud. But I don't think it matters. Whoever wins this is not going to beat Christian Cage. I just don't feel like he just won it at Wrestle Dream. Yeah, Wrestle Dream. So, no, he won it on Collision, but he just won it recently. So, I don't think he should lose it just yet.
Yeah, I don't see them taking the title off of Christian before, or I see them keeping it for the feud with Edge. Yeah,
they're really promoting Rick and Morty. I wonder if that has to do with Bryan Danielson's tights. Like the Rick and Morty is sponsoring this episode. I mean, they're sponsoring this match because his tights are kind of Rick and Morty theme.
They are. It's almost like Rick's portal gun.
No!
Oh, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here isn't going to be fun for the person.
Whoa!
I know what's fixing to do.
Outside trio. Whoa!
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
Look at Prince Nana.
They had me programmed so well. I'm like, oh, here comes the commercial. But then I was like, oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, I feel like at that spot right there, after he did that move, that it had been picture.
Yeah.
I feel like Tony Khan should come out or do a backstage promo or something. Just go off on somebody. I don't know.
Dude, when he went off on that promo with Adam Cole and MJF, I lost my ish. That was so funny.
That was probably one of Tony Khan's first appearance on AEW TV without making an announcement or news or whatever.
Right?
And let me tell you, Tony Khan was like, "Oh no, don't air this, please." What he's mad at Adam Cole and MJF a little bit during that segment.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It was a good pace match. Not too fast, not too slow.
Mm-hmm. That's like I'm always a fan of technical wrestling, but I always have this tiny fear in the back of my head that it's always going to be like too slow or too technical. But with Brian, that's never the case.
Yeah, it's a little bit of. It's never kind of like this match at. I don't know if you've seen Wrestle Dream, but Brian Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. They hardly did any moves in the match. Like they did a few actual wrestling moves. It was a pure it was basically what you would think it would be, a pure technical match. But the way they did it was so entertaining that even though it was slow at times, it was still entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch Wrestle Dream. I heard it was really good.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is a good time to say this, but we all know this Saturday is AEW Collision in Toledo, Ohio, but next Saturday night they'll be in Memphis.
Yeah.
They're coming to my neck of the woods this week, and then your neck of the woods next week.
That's correct.
Where's
Let me guess, you're from Ohio?
Yeah, Columbus.
Ooh, close. Or how close is it from you to Toledo?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours if there's traffic.
Mine, from where I'm from, is only an hour. Connor's is only like 30 minutes, maybe 20. Right,
Yeah,
Connor?
Yeah, me and Chris will be at a collision when they come to Memphis.
At the FedEx
Very
Forum, and I hope it's good though, because I could say more, but I don't know if it's going to be a good idea to say it.
What?
You told me about this, Connor, and I already seen this on Facebook though, behind the scenes, behind the cameras.
There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, right? Something I said, or
No, the seats, the empty seats, that have empty seats.
Oh yeah. If they go on WREG or local news channel, they probably sell a lot of tickets. Because a lot of wrestling fans around Memphis don't really have social media, or if they're on social media, they just don't get on it as much. They'll come more to a lot of people don't even know about it, but they probably go if they knew about it. So if they put it on a news channel or did a community outreach, they probably sell a lot of tickets.
But not only AEW Collision next Saturday night in Memphis, but also I don't know if I should dare say it or not. Should I say it, Connor? You know.
1, 2, not. What are you gonna say?
Well, I'm just gonna say it. Spoiler alert: Battle of the Belt 7 is coming to Memphis.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be it.
I thought it was gonna be it too. I just seen it. You guys must be ahead of me.
Yeah, we'll be getting Collision and Battle of the Belts that night.
Cool.
Hope Danielson's okay.
That'll be a fun night for you guys.
Yep, there's Rick and Morty. I see it.
Oh,
They must be doing another. You know what else? Rick and Morty's supposed to come back on Connor's birthday this Sunday. Oops.
yeah, I've seen it across. It said October 15th. Hope Danielson's okay. He's kind of moving
Well, that's
slow
a first.
a little bit. Oh, Prince Nana, what is he doing? He took off his. He never done that before. He never done that before. He took off.
Oh,
Look at Prince Nana. We've never seen that before. He never takes off his helmet. He never takes off anything around his head until now.
Who's that? Oh, Hangman.
Oh, he's gonna use it. It's a ploy, Tony.
Oh, it's not gonna stop him either. Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Hangman's distraction did not work. Oh, damn.
oh.
Wait a minute.
Vince Nano's mad.
He's real mad. He kind of looks like
Here we go.
looks like from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What was his name? Jeffrey?
Look what Hangman
Jeffrey,
did.
yep.
Hangman cost his
Yep.
Swerve the match. How dare him?
Woo.
Hangman's jealous because he got beat at Wrestle Dream.
Oh, okay.
Look at
Okay.
this.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
So Bryan Danielson will go on to Collision this Saturday to challenge for the TNT Championship against Christian Cage.
And I hope Bryan Danielson does get the win, even though it's not in anyone's book but mine.
Bryan Danielson needs to lose with the help of Nick Wayne.
And what is Prince now? That's the first time we actually saw Prince Nana took off his helmet or his crown or whatever.
The Swerve and Hangman feud is not over yet.
You know what Prince Nana looks like? He kind of looks like Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
He dances better.
Hell, man, I haven't even got up yet.
Champion, king of television, and soon to be AEW World Champion.
Soon to be AEW World Champion.
Now here it is. This must be a part of his new gimmick changing, if I'm right.
This Saturday at Collision, I begin my road to championship gold. This Saturday at Collision,
Will Samoa Joe be AEW World Champion someday?
takes what he wants from anybody he wants to.
Who's he challenging?
Feel the AEW World Championship.
White?
Guessing the big.
Oh, wait, no, that's...
He's challenging Jay White and he wins. He doesn't win the championship.
Yeah.
Because MJF is the official champion. That'd be kind of funny if they actually did that. Jay White and Samoa Joe, and Joe wins and he doesn't even win because he's not the world champion.
Right.
I think, I don't know. Samoa Joe's won the TNT championship. If he did win the AEW World Championship, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think he's someone that locker room leader. I think he was capable of being the WWE World Champion, but they never really gave him that opportunity. But I like to see him as AEW World Champion someday. I know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Connor.
I was gonna say that I know it wasn't his night at Grand Slam. I thought he was gonna win that match against MJF, but yeah.
Yeah, when I watched him, because I never really saw him too much before he came to NXT. I knew of him and his history and everything. But I agree. He was a great champion in NXT. I think he could have carried that title in the main roster, but it is what it is in WWE.
Yeah, I feel like when he was feuding with Brock Lesnar or when he feuded against AJ Styles, that he could have been a world champion.
Mm-hmm.
Then he won the United States Championship, I believe, but besides that, they never wanted him. Not Shinsuke Nakamura. They always put him in championship matches, but he'll never win them. He's just there to lose to whoever's the champion, to put them over.
Right.
Yeah,
it breaks my heart seeing Shinsuke like that.
Yeah, I really like to see Shinsuke win the United.
Oh no! No offense, Zach, but I look like if you just showed up.
Don Callis.
I'm like Rick Rude.
This is the first time match. Powerhouse Hobbs and Chris Jericho. This has never happened.
First one-on-one match, and I think Don Callis is going to interfere in that match. This match is going. The Powerhouse is going to win the match dirty.
Think it's going to be dirty.
This is a unique kind of match. Jericho and Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
So AEW, take notes. Do not let Don Callis take control or creative control of All Elite Wrestling. Whatever you guys do not do that.
He's already put a virus in the company.
Well, yeah, you got that right. the virus of this company.
What was
Now
he
he's
called?
creating the Don Callis family, or as I like to call it, the virus family.
He was called the Jackal one time, wasn't he?
Yes, he was
Mhm.
known as the Jackal. He was known as the virus of Extreme Wrestling and the former vice president of Impact Wrestling.
Ooh. That's good power bomb. I thought that was going to be it right there. I thought that was going to be it.
Mhm.
That'd be embarrassing.
Oh, spine buster.
Yeah, I thought that spine buster was going to be it.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Oh, someone's in the crowd. What's going on in the crowd?
Fight.
Mm.
Oh, they're flipping him off. Don Callis. He's got a whole bunch of people flipping him off. The whole first row. Or the whole.
He probably loves it too.
I don't know what happened in Mexico, but I don't know if he got into it with the fan, or if he was like playing his character and the fan took offense to it, or if he had like real life beef with this person. But he went to AAA and a fan beat him up pretty bad.
Oh, no way.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he's playing his character or if it was real life stuff. He knew this person, or they beat the hell out of him.
I mean, from what I've heard in documentaries, like Latin American territories are no place to mess around. Those fans are like diehard.
Don Callis is like a bulletproof to all the fans. No one can lay a hand on him.
I'd like to see MJF do something like that. Go to a different country like that and be heel.
Dude, he'd throw popcorn in their face and they'd throw beer bottles at his.
Yeah, I remember when MJF threw a beer at that kid. Was that one match he threw a beer on a kid? He'd probably do it in Mexico or anywhere. I don't think he would give a damn what place it was. But we've never seen really like anyone really try to fight back against MJF before. There's always a time for a first, and I think it's gonna happen one day. I don't know when, but a fan's gonna jump the guardrail one of these days, or something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do it because once you jump over the guardrail, you're banned for life. It's not worth it to me.
No, not at all.
Powerhouse Hobbs became a sling it superstar to now tight superstar.
Another powerbomb. Or spine buster.
I see what you mean, Chris. I'm digging the new tights.
The only thing I like Powerhouse Hobbs and Slingets, would he wear the Owen Hart Slingets back when they were doing the tournament this year?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Jericho's fighting back a little bit. Jericho's been putting a lot of people over recently. I like to see Hobbs win this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Coldbreak.
Yeah, because with Hobbs, it always seems like he gets going and then it like runs into a wall. He gets going, runs into a wall.
Yeah. I don't even know why they had him win the TNT title, really. I mean, he deserved it, but I don't know why they had him win it if they were just going to give it right back to Wardlow.
After a week or two later.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole charade of...
Look, there's that scar on his head still. That scar, that bullet. I think it was John Moxley gave him that scar.
I'll be right back.
Just you and me, Zach, for a while.
We'll hold it down.
Yeah.
It won't be the same without our fearless leader, but we can do it.
Yep, indeed.
Man, we haven't seen much out of Jericho this match, have we?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, it looks like they're on commercial and Powerhouse Hobbs take control, and then when he's back, And then when they back on the air for a few minutes, Powerhouse Hobbs, then afterwards Chris Jericho decides to fight back.
Right.
And it's almost time for a commercial. That is, they would hurry up.
Sure. I mean, he's already hit Jericho, I think, with 3 spine busters. At least 2 or 3. Yeah, I want to hear about that. What do you think of Timeless Tony, Chris?
Like an Australian Marilyn Monroe. Or
I like it.
Resurrection, but an Australian version.
Little shrimp on the barbie.
Don't tell me anything, Duggar. I know you're not. I know you're ahead of me, but you know.
Yeah, I'm trying not to react too much.
As Mr. Jacobs always says, don't spoil anything.
I will try. Can't make any promises, though. No way. Hobbs is too strong.
That's a break off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Look at that power.
And it's like the world's strongest slam.
It was, you're right.
But except Powerhouse Hobbs version.
The world's most powerful? No, I don't like it.
Or how about the world's devastating slam?
There you go. I like it.
WDS.
Yeah. I think we got a t-shirt there.
I don't know why Mark Henry is not doing anything. I mean, he says that Powerhouse Hobbs and Jay Cargill are great. Oh, dang it. That ain't fair.
Did I read somewhere Jade went to WWE?
I know. She went to WWE. She was there in not NXT. No Mercy. No, not No Mercy. Fastlane.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, but she was only backstage there when she arrived and then talked to Triple H.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's going to be the one defeating Nia Jax. I mean, not Nia Jax. Rhea Ripley. Or is she going to be just showing up, though, showing off everything and probably go after Cody Rhodes first? Like she did on her debut, just like she did on AEW, but in her debut.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. That's a good call, yeah.
That's not my cue. That's someone else in my neck of the woods says good call. But you know, well, good suggestion, I think. Well, you know, or good, you know. Oh man, I think Chris Jericho's shoulder's bruised. I think. You see that?
Yeah, I do.
It looks like it's been
You're right.
It's been bruised up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Hobbs. He did not hold back with Jericho. That was a beating.
I hope Don Callis doesn't show up in Memphis that next Saturday night.
I'm back. I still watched that match. Watching there a little bit. It's pretty much a squash. I wouldn't say a squash match, but Hobbs dominated that entire match.
It was like, I don't want to say it, but Jericho almost looked like a jobber there for a while.
Yeah, he got some shots in, but they really put over Hobbs right there. But he was gonna put over someone that's wrestling legend like Jericho. He pretty much dominated him. And Don Callis didn't do anything really. He didn't really do anything.
No.
Better man won.
That was a straight up Hobbs. No, I got nothing. Yeah.
I actually have something in the house for you.
I don't know what's going on. Like, what do you need to talk to him about? Just having him do a bunch of chores around the house. And then when he's about to leave, he'll say, Adam, I really need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, so you got two healthy dudes just chilling, and he's pushing, doing all these chores with a broken.
Yeah, the two healthy guys are lazy.
What's up with the giraffe? Do you guys know what that's about?
The what?
The giraffe.
I don't know what that's. I don't know where they got that from.
And second off, TV is the devil, Adam. It is the absolute devil.
That's an interesting the ball.
I'm gonna go get surgery. Seriously, it has been so long overdue. I'll keep you posted. Let you know how. I just need one more.
I thought MJF was the devil.
Well, I don't know who that person's going to be under the mask. I don't know if you've seen, but there was a person under the devil mask. Everyone's assuming it's MJF, but he says it's not him.
Then I really don't want to speak on Adam's behalf, but somebody's got to stop that next strong with the kingdom.
So we got Ray Phoenix and Orange Cassidy next. This should be a really good match.
Yeah.
But they got to have Ray Phoenix go over. They can't put I like Orange Cassidy, but they just can't put the belt on him. I mean, he deserves it again, but it's not right now. He just had a, like 500-day run or 300-day or, a long run.
Yeah. It was over a year.
Yeah, I think it's time to give someone else I mean, Orange Cassidy, he'll be champion again in AEW. Might be the international, but TNT or.
What is he wearing? Looks like some blood stains on there. It says best friends.
Probably what he wore. Going back to when he beat Pac for it.
But yeah, I agree, Connor. Phoenix needs to keep the title.
Yeah, and Ray Phoenix wasn't even supposed to win it. It's kind of a blessing in disguise for him. He wasn't even supposed to win it, and he wins it. But it's kind of like in the same sense that even though you're having to do him to drop it, like it's not planted, the person that's who's winning that's not supposed to win is still going to be a good champion. Like the belt, like the belts and a good like it's safe being on Ray Phoenix because he fits the international championship. Like that belt was made for someone like him.
Yeah, because he still lives in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Mexico City?
I believe so. We got one person from the UK that won it, 2 people from America, Moxley and Orange Cassidy, and someone from Mexico.
No, and I mean, I could watch the Lucha Brothers every day, all day, but I mean, both of them are phenomenal singles wrestlers too.
And I believe Ray Phoenix is tied with Kenny Omega for most titles won in AEW.
Oh, no way.
Even though Ray Phoenix was not supposed to win that match, he's now won the tag team titles, the trios, and the tag team trios, and the international championship, which Kenny Omega has won the world, the tag, and trios, so they're tied 3-3.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now it's going to be one. I think Kenny Omega will probably be the first Grand Slam AEW champion. I don't know. Ray Phoenix might do it though. I don't think he'll win the world title, but I'm glad that even though Ray Phoenix was not supposed to win the title, I'm glad that
is it me, or is I was fixing to say, is it me, or is the manager? What's the manager's name of Ray Phoenix? Alex Marvez.
Yeah.
He's wearing like American Nightmare shirt, but it's under Penta Ray Phoenix's mask on the front.
Yeah. But I like oh damn. that was something. Make a good Sonic game. Why is that a sign a wrestling event?
Makes a good Sonic game. Yeah, you're right. It is on there.
Oh, frog spawn.
I've been playing Sonic since '95.
And speaking of video games, well, first let's wait till there's a commercial break first. Or picture in picture.
Yeah, I fell in love with a lot of these a lot of the wrestlers when Lucha Underground was on. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah, I've watched Lucha Underground. I saw a lot of guys. A lot of them went to Lucha Underground, then went to Impact. But a lot of them are in AEW now. That was Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Yeah, that's where I
Steiner.
first saw Phoenix, Penta.
Scott Steiner. He's changed. Where's Scott Steiner?
Right, not again.
But yeah, Lucha Underground, they've got a lot of guys that still are big time guys right now, like Brian Cage, Lucha Bros, Willie Mack, Johnny, whatever you want to call him, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, I don't know. He was there. Todd Valkyrie.
I wouldn't do that. Sorry, I was talking about Orange Cassidy might hit the ring post.
Would you guys like to see Ricochet in AEW?
I like to see him in AEW. He's one guy that, him and Will Ospreay, I think they teamed up together. So I'd like to see them go against each other now. But they've progressed so much since they last went against each other that now it would be a whole different ball game. Now I'm against AEW signing a lot of guys now because they've signed so many. But someone like Ricochet is just there's a lot of matches that he's never had, like Ricochet and Ray Phoenix, or Ricochet and Pac. I don't know if that's ever happened.
No, I don't think so.
Gonna drop him on his head.
Yeah.
Something's. I hope he don't drop him on his head again. I hope not. He already got Moxley on his head. Because he does that. Ooh. I think it was the other way around. Orange Cassidy did.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was a spike DDT.
Come on.
That was
another
sick.
spike DDT.
That was sick.
Another sign, make a good Mario game. Why are you showing this? I guess if you really want your point across, well.
Uh-oh.
That didn't go according to plan, I don't think.
No spoilers. No.
There's a lot of gamer fans in the crowd, I guess.
Yeah.
Come on, Phoenix.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh.
Oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
There it is.
No,
It's
no.
over. That's it.
Very bad booking decision.
Well,
Amen to that.
well, there you have it.
Now we're back to Orange Cassidy as champion.
I mean,
And how long
I don't
is Ray
hate.
Phoenix still the champion?
At least it's Orange Cassidy. But...
I'm kind of through with Orange's international champion. We've seen him with the championship so long.
Right. So I'm assuming that Moxley was going to win tonight. So they just kept the same game plan, but a different player.
Yeah, that was definitely not how I would have done that. And we've already seen that.
Yeah.
I bet Moxley's going to win it back from Orange Cassidy. whenever he comes back.
I mean, I would buy full gear just for that match.
They're probably Hogan not going to do the international championship like the TNT championship. So there's Orange Cassidy, then Moxley, then Phoenix, then Orange Cassidy, then Moxley, and then Orange Cassidy. Oh no, I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, no more participation titles.
I wonder who came up with those ideas. Someone, I feel like someone, because AEW not they didn't used to do that before. They didn't really do that. So someone new that they've signed came up with that idea.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They still got that sweepstakes going on.
Oh, what's that?
You can win like a figure or something, like a rare edition.
Oh, right.
Every time I enter it, I never win. Someone's out there winning them.
They are really nice figures, like the detail.
Might be Elton John.
Yeah. Well, anyway, since we're on commercial, speaking of video games, guess what I got for my birthday?
Is that an N64?
Yep.
Nice.
I got it at the I don't know if you ever heard, I don't know if you haven't heard Zachary, but I know Connor has a Game Exchange with the X.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it real good. I actually got recently I just got the Donkey Kong 64 and Toy Story 2.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. N64 was my favorite console.
And it's Michael's what was his last name? Connor, the guy who does your thumbnails?
Michael Connor.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael, technically a few weeks ago, he did a WWF No Mercy. He bought it in brand new condition. No offense, Michael. I know you're watching this, but I'm sorry I have to say that.
Oh yeah. Those old wrestling video games, dude. Oh, those were my favorite.
Yeah. Whatever you guys do, don't buy the most expensive one. Trust me, I've seen a No Mercy game for about $2,000. Brand new, factory sealed. And still in the box.
Oh my gosh. That's
in case you haven't known, Zachary, look it up.
Oh, I believe you. I do. I don't know how like these people buy these action figures and don't open them up and play with them. Props, because I mean playing with them.
Well, I'll be playing the Nintendo 64 eventually, but I just don't know when yet. I was just waiting to get all the games together and all that. I'm only collecting 4 right now, which I already told you the first 2. And you guys ever heard of Cruising the World and, as I said, No Mercy?
Cruising the World. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Double tap the gas and then...
Try to have some games that are 4 players, some of the games single players. Anyway, that's all I got to say about video games. Now, back to the wrestling.
Ooh, got some Wardlow.
Oh, here comes I don't know if I should say it, War Dog. And look at Warlow. He is pedoed.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's healed or in his face character.
I'd say more heel.
And there it is.
All right, fellas. How many power bombs in this symphony tonight?
Well, there was only 5 on the last round. Let's see if there maybe might be more than 5. Let's find out.
Yeah.
1.
I'm going to say 7.
2. 3.
Can we get a 4?
Can we get a number 4? It's probably going to be a technical knockout from all those power bombs. 4.
4.
And it's over.
TKO.
And he's exiting the arena just like last week. But this time in a different way.
He's so angry he can't even go back up the ramp.
So Warlord just won that. It didn't take him no time to win that. Did it? He went against Matt Sydal. Is that who he's going against?
What's that, Connor?
Warlord went against Matt Sydal, right?
Yeah.
I like Matt Sydal.
Oh, yeah. He's always fun to watch.
Now that's a Mimi of the century. Whining Chris Jericho looking at the face.
Why Chris Jericho looking at the...
Well, if you get a crop picture of Chris Jericho's face, he'll be like whining and all that, crying and whining over that he's hurt.
Yeah.
Try that
There's
out for a
definitely
change.
potential.
You got everybody fooled out here and living in some kind of fantasy land like Carmelo Hayes acts a chance to beat badass Braun Breaker. Because it's the ball in his corner. Everybody here knows that the business is fun, right?
Here comes the Switchblade and the leader of the Bang Bang Gang.
We also all know that your glaring weakness.
Wait a minute.
What the heck is going on with those bikes? What are those? Does anyone know what they are?
They lowriders? Low-ride trikes?
What
And
the hell?
What is going on with those? What is going on with those cowards?
This is DX right here. This is DX.
Yeah.
What the hell? Hell no, I would never do that. I don't care how much
As the words of a superhero. What's up with that?
Yeah, that's DX. I feel like that's something DX would do.
Well, they are doing the 2 words.
Guns up.
And they already got Billy Gunn and Sons in there, so.
Yeah.
Look how he's bringing the title. This is the closest he'll ever get to that title. Being unofficial champion.
Well, you know what I think?
I thought this was a really good match. That first match in the sense was a really good match. That was a really good interview with John Cena. I'm glad I'm glad we got John Cena around as well. Very bad booking this in TK to make sure that we can. I agree. Just some of the fact that Orange Cassidy had it out for 9 months to a year. I don't really feel like that we needed another Orange Cassidy International Championship run. But I bet Moxley's going to win the title back. Because I think you're right, Zachary. That Moxley was probably going to win tonight. And they just went along with the same plan with a different wrestler.
And now he's delusional, thinking he's the world champion. Jay White, I mean.
Something tells me they're probably going to have Orange Cassidy and Moxley at full gear.
Yeah.
Moxley went back. Then
I think this match is going to be by dirty thanks to the interference of Swerve Strickland.
Oh, Hangman asked for it. He shouldn't have interfered in his match. So it comes around.
I'll give you that.
Yep.
I can't believe that came out with that though. That's that like I could see 1999 or something. That DX like they're green, and DX comes down the ramp. I can see that.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it. I really love Bullet Club Gold. Someone's eating popcorn. I'm guessing it's them.
Yeah, I've always been a mark for the heels who are like goofy, but then are like bad in or like really good in the ring. You know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I switched over a few seconds to NXT, and they were Braun Breaker and John Cena was having a promo thing.
Oh, that's right.
I just switched back. I just see what was going on for a few seconds and back to AEW.
Well, it looks like, I know this is not a good time, but Frazier's coming back on.
Frazier?
Anyway, back to the wrestling.
What's Frazier?
It's a it was a spinoff from Cheers back in the 90s. He was a
Zachary?
psychiatrist.
Mr. Joe says, sorry I couldn't make it. You guys are doing great. Yeah, I got the CM Punk his latest shirt that he had out. It's actually a tribute to Rowdy Ray Piper. He had a shirt like this years ago. He had a shirt like this. But this is with CM Punk's dog Larry. Yeah, Mr. Jacobs couldn't make it on tonight, but maybe to chat. He'll be back soon, probably. But yeah, we definitely appreciate Mr. Jacobs. He's contributed a lot to the podcast since day one. So yeah, if anyone deserves a night off, it's Mr. Jacobs for sure.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hype out.
And ironically, John Cena is on a TBS commercial right now.
Yep. He's on AEW and NXT in the same night.
There it is.
He just pulled a Rick Rude. Hey, and John said that he thought we would start a Rick Rude, and we just seen it. I miss Rick Rude. I wish I would have met him. He passed away, I think, years ago.
Who?
Yeah.
Rick Rude.
What?
Rick Rude. You know who Rick Rude is?
Yeah, I know who he is. He passed away on April 20th, 1999.
Someone told me, I don't know if it's true or not, but his son is Bobby Roode. Is that true? That Rick Rude's son is Bobby Roode? Someone told me that. I didn't know if that was actually true or not. I could see the comparison if they were. I can see it.
Yeah.
Watch the Hall of Fame. I think it's 20. It was somewhere before DX came in.
Yeah, Swerve, and we got Hangman and Jay White. Still kind of weird seeing Jay White full time in AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching him come up in Ring of Honor, and then he went to New Japan, and I kind of kept my tabs on him, but I'm glad to see he's become what he is.
Oh, here we go. I knew this was going to happen tonight. Santos Ortiz and T Rules, AEW sucks.
That is I don't know how to say it.
It's baloney. Just say it, Chris. It's baloney.
I'll just say it. That's a bunch of BS.
Well, I see it. Let me put my glasses on. I can't really see
That's
it.
the words of Chris Jericho.
NXT
You're on the list.
NXT sucks. AEW rules. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
No, you see what I did there. But
enjoy NXT, my friend.
yeah, I'm sure they're having a good show tonight. I've seen Braun Breaker and John Cena's on there. But
yeah, I'll be watching it tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah.
Is anyone? I think about today or yesterday, I saw Luchasaurus. Well, I didn't saw him unmasked, but I did see a lookalike of him unmasked on Facebook. Here's a shoot, and here's a shoot though. His name is Austin Watson from Big Brother. If anyone remembers that CBS reality show.
Oh,
pretty good season.
I think that's his name. Let me see.
Gonna go for the. What?
Oh, my bad. It's Austin Mendelson. My bad.
I don't know about you guys, but every time Hangman does that moonsault from the top rope to the outside, my heart like stops for a second every time.
Oh, I know that hurt. Power bomb to the edge of the ring. He's actually pretty good match. I know nothing on NXT compared to this. Man, I've already seen The Undertaker years. Damn, another power bomb. NXT girls. We gotta save this crap.
Oh, in case anyone hasn't noticed, though, and since you're new, Zachary, Connor's internet's gonna be messed up though every once in a while. In case you were wondering. So I guess it's just us for the moment.
Just us and some delicious AEW wrestling.
Yeah, let's see who's going to win this match. Is it going to be Jay White or Hangman? Or, Hangman or Switchblade?
I don't know, man. I can't really figure out who's going to...
I'm probably going to think Switchblade because he's going to win the match dirty either way. And plus, he is undefeated in AEW singles and tag team. Well, not tag team because, he hasn't been pinned or submitted yet.
Right. Do you think the first time he will be pinned or submitted will be at Full Gear?
Either that, or it might be tonight, or it might be next week. Who knows? We're going to find that out, though, very soon.
Yeah, we will.
So, I don't know what happened. Camera just closed up for some reason.
The best referee in All Elite, Bryce out there.
You mean Bryce Remsburg, right?
Yep. A friend of the All Elite Zone.
That's right. He was on. We did interview him. I think last year. Right, Connor?
Oh, who's this?
Bryce Reynolds.
Bryce Remsburg.
Yeah, we interviewed Bryce Remsburg last year. Sometime last year he came on. Bryce Remsburg. He was really nice. Yeah, I definitely recommend going and check that out. But they have kept all our interviews. Shortly, the Pope and Johnny Swinger interviews will be added on there too. But we've had a lot of good interviews with Bryce Remsburg, Buddy Matthews, Alex Shelley, Sabu, Hyman Johnson.
Yeah.
AEW and ratings for the years was
AEW. Oh boy.
AEW. Tony Khan for his life. Yeah.
Oh,
For someone who doesn't like AEW, I should talk about AEW a lot.
Scratchy pets. Most importantly,
If you don't like AEW, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I mean, if you like NXT, all power to you. I mean, that's what you enjoy to watch.
Yeah. Hey, you
let's
guys
all
remember,
just celebrate. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Is this for real?
Do you guys remember
Yeah.
January 4th, 2010, between Monday Night Raw and Impact, well, TNA Impact?
I wasn't there for. Well, I don't know if
You guys remember watching it, though, or seeing them?
I'll be back to that.
Well, here's a story, Zach. Now, TNA Impact featured the debut of Hulk Hogan, while January 4th episode of Monday Night Raw 2010 featuring the return after 12 years, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, no way.
That was probably the first time TNA, or Impact Wrestling now, and WWE gone head-to-head that night.
Wow.
January 4th, 2010. Look it up.
No, I believe you.
But not right now. I mean, wait till this podcast is over or tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't know a whole lot of like TNA history. I
know you don't know anything about TNA, but yeah, I was there though. I wasn't there in person. I did watch it though. I had to go back and forth on both Impact and WWE. Well, TNA was up for 3 hours while WWE was on regular 2 hours. So TNA was up first, and then when it hit 8 o'clock in me and Connor's time zone, it was right back to, well, back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, oh boy. What is this? Go!
Oh, man.
I don't know if you're ahead of me or you just saw it right now.
Yeah, I just saw it.
I think Adam Page is going to have some knee injury soon.
Oh, I just lost my.
Yeah.
Well, Hulu just decided to cut off my show. That wasn't very nice.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. If you look at that injury, look at it. What's gonna be the final blow of Hangman's I think right knee. Here it comes. It's gonna blow. No, nope. But now there it is. Oh boy.
Sorry, Chris. I'm trying to get Dynamite pulled back up here.
I wouldn't go there, Hangman. He's gonna get the final blow, but not like that. And he's at.
I'll be right back, Chris.
Oh boy. Yep, there it is. Oh, guess I'm alone.
All right. Yeah, sorry, Chris. I'm having some technical issues over here. I had to shut down Hulu and relaunch it. Hopefully this will work.
allergic reaction. Something.
Where'd you go, Chris?
Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Well, you were off and Zachary was off, so I just went off too. I don't know what to do.
Sorry, everyone. I'd like for everyone to contribute when something's on, but.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels is a hotel for every type of stay, like a comfort with the kiddos. Spacious. That's what they all say.
I had to do a
Twice
few
and get a free
things.
night when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
I watched. Went to see bits and pieces of Hangman and Jay White match. Was that a good match?
Who won the match? Jay White.
Well, was it a good match?
Then it was a stare down of talking, between Maxwell and Jay. And let me tell you, Maxwell is furious at the end, wanting that belt back.
Was it a good match?
I'm going to say it's good.
I mean, yeah, I seen Jay White won. We kind of predicted it that Prince Nana costed Hangman the match because Hangman costed Swerve earlier in the night.
Well, Prince Nana was the one who cost,
Hangman, yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, you're right.
Santos, Jay Cargill, NXT. Okay.
Oh, man, already?
But I don't care for Jade Cargill, really. She's always overrated, I thought. And a lot of, since she's in WWE, everyone's acting like she's such a big deal. Like a lot of WWE fans are like the same fans who said that she sucked are the ones now praising her because she's in WWE. It doesn't work like that. You can't praise someone and then you can't just knock someone when they come to your brand and you also like them.
I owe you. You do.
Know what you mean?
And last time we saw each other in Brooklyn, you jumped me from behind. I'm looking to wipe that slate clean. So make the match. I mean, you made a great case for yourself. You're the last guy who was beaten. I know because you told every single person you knew. It's true. It's true. So make the match. Me and Ilya, what we have for the time. It's true. It's true. That gotcha has made a great case for himself. Kind of one up.
Here we go.
Make a case for the winner of Mel versus.
So we got Shida and Saraya for the AEW Women's Championship. Now, this match should be interesting because Saraya just won the title at All In. She won it in her home country. She beat 4 other women in that match. She beat Britt Baker, Shida, and Toni Storm. Shida was champion. Saraya won it that time. I don't think Shida should win the title back. Saraya just won the title. She is the biggest name in the women's division. A lot of the IWC fans, whatever they're called, don't like to admit that, but she is the biggest name in the women's division in AEW. Like name value, they wouldn't. If you asked a long-time wrestling fan, they would come more to knowing Saraya than they would Shida or any of the other women. So I think Saraya needs to stay as champion. Then at Revolution 2024, that's the time around when Jamie Hayter will be cleared. Jamie Hayter and Saraya at Revolution 2024, and Jamie Hayter beat Saraya. which that was the original match they was going to do it all in. Saraya versus Jamie Hayter, but Jamie Hayter got injured and had to switch all plans. They had to change plans for that. Yeah, we'll see how this match is going to be. This is the only women's match we have tonight, so hopefully this is a good match. But we've already had one bad booking decision. Hopefully this is not another one.
I remember Ruby Soho's banned from ringside.
Yep, she is banned from ringside. It's good to know. Transformers not really in that cast anymore, I guess. I don't know what. Oh, that's been used by Sheeta. There you go.
Hi guys, sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I understand with the technical difficulties. I've had a lot of it in the past, so I completely understand.
I'm like, first night back, great Dynamite show, and I'm like, of course this is happening.
One time we did the best of Bret Hart, because Bret Hart's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great, and the whole episode was terrible because there was so many technical difficulties between me, and so it's definitely happened to just about everyone on here. So, or it's at least happened once to everybody. So.
And plus, we haven't done a Tuesday night show since. Remember that time we did the watch along SmackDown, Connor? You remember that?
Yeah, 2001, wasn't it?
2002.
2002. Yeah, we did it building up to AEW and Superlive.
That's true, yeah.
There's a lot of, I think there's more gamer fans in the crowd than wrestling fans. Because there's another sign I just seen that said, make a good 2K game. NBA 2K, not we're not even talking about WWE 2K, we're talking about NBA 2K. They just did a bunch of people to buy tickets and they know anything about wrestling. Or I thought they were going to a different event. I don't know. Devin, thanks for watching. Tonight's been good. Yeah, tonight's been a pretty good show.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What is this? Oh, I know this. Oh, I thought it was someone different. Ah, damn it. How dare you? Oh, she's probably there. Oh, who is this? How dare you?
Oh!
What are you doing?
Hitting her with some shoes.
I thought that was going to be Mercedes under that. Tony's insane.
Yeah.
She's changed. It's like a light switch went off and she went crazy.
Yeah, something went off.
Tony, like her character right now is the best it's ever been. Like,
Sheeta's like, what the hell's going on?
I don't think Tony Storm has had a bad run in AEW this far. Some of the stuff is booking, like when she lost the title and all that she's never done anything bad in it. Like, her entire run in AEW has been really, really good. Like, I still think to this day that she has been the best AEW women's signing of all time. She's good in the ring. She has a good character. She can talk on the mic. I mean, there's really nothing that she can't do. And she's responsible for probably the best women's match in AEW history with her and Jamie Hayter at Full Gear. I was there for that match. And that was the best women's match I've ever seen live at a wrestling event.
You were there.
Yeah, like that was just being there, and that was the best women's match I've ever seen live. I know a lot of people say that Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa was the best women's match in AEW history, but I don't know. Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter was just on another level.
Well, yeah, and they always say like the best matches are when like true love friends like go at it. And those two were like together during the pandemic. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Connor. Yeah, that match was good.
I mean, they're both good. But for me, Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter was a little bit better. For me, at
Yeah,
least.
I would.
Not to discredit Britt Baker with Thunder Rosa because they had an awesome match too. Both times they had a lights out match, then they had a steel cage match. Both matches were good, and they both main event. I feel like someone else is going to come out.
But yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, something.
We are Halloween season, so Abaddon pop up under the ring.
Or maybe the Mummy. Maybe the Mummy will come out.
Oh, from WCW. Oh God, we haven't seen that Mummy in years.
Right.
I always wonder where. I always wonder where that Mummy went.
Mm-hmm. We might see a comeback tonight.
I wish Captain Insano. Well, he was on Dynamite a few weeks ago, but I wish he would come in the ring and turn.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
I like Captain Insano. He's made a few appearances on AEW, but he's never actually wrestled in the ring. All right, we're back. Who are you guys going for in this match, Saraya or Shida?
I would say Saraya for me. I want to see Saraya.
That's what I'm going for. What about you, Chris?
I don't know. Well, you both say Saraya, but I want to go with Hikaru Shida. But as Connor said, somebody will be down to cost Hikaru Shida the match.
Maybe it's not Tony or Ruby Soho. Maybe it's someone different. They really are promoting Rick and Morty.
They are.
Maybe Rebel could return. I mean, we haven't seen Rebel.
You mean Reba? Wait, is that right?
Or actually, not. Britt Baker called her Reba. I've seen her in a long time.
This could be good.
I wouldn't go there.
I like how both weapons are right there beside each other. The spray can and the kendo stick.
Oh, it's got the mirrors. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that was good. Ashida. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of movie you call that, but that was really good from the outside of the ring.
Ooh.
Can't waste time, Shida. There's a lot of people make mistakes there when they do a move. It takes forever, and then the champion counters.
Uh-huh.
There was a suplex on the edge of the ring, and then there was like a knee.
Like a double knee.
Yeah. Then she did a running knee in the ring. That was a good move. That was a good move combo. Like a video game, but kind of. Going high risk. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. She was taking too long.
Oh.
Oh. That was close.
Ooh.
Come on, Saraya. Oh, Devin, so let's go. Yeah. I'm going to Saraya as well, Devin. Thanks for watching. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Oh, she got the Kimbo stick. Oh, how dare you? Well, I'm not going to say how dare you because I agree with you. Ah, dang it. Yeah, she kicked out again.
What? Crowd's going for Sheeta.
Oh, she's pretty that good in the face. It'll take too long, Saraya.
Holy Sheeta. Wow. Holy Sheeta.
So the women's title is going to be like the TNT title, I guess, now. I hate to say it, just with the recent. Doesn't make any sense.
No. You think they're doing it because of what tonight is, the competition and everything?
It's going to be a shame if nothing helps.
Well, looks like we got ourselves our first 3-time women's world champion.
The women's champion's like the TNT title now. First, Jamie Hayter was champion, then Tony Storm, then Sheeta, then Saraya, now Sheeta again.
Playing hot potato.
They want to make everything like TNT Championship now. I don't know who came up with that idea. That concept would be for every title match, every championship.
Yeah, because it doesn't let the performer like build up the title or like do much with it.
Taken to a nearby hospital for examination to determine just how severe those injuries are. We will keep you updated if we receive any updates throughout the remainder of the month.
That's awesome. All the tots deserve toys. That's good.
Oh, so we got ourselves another special start time on Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
please. What did that say? Oh. Oh boy.
They're copying Sammy with that. What Sammy used to do. What did I say the start time for Collision Saturday was?
6 p.m. 6 here 6 p.m. Central Time.
I wonder why they're doing that. They're really promoting this wipeout. Or I seen like 4 commercials during the broadcast.
Do you think they're gonna do 6 p.m. Central Time Zone at the Memphis?
I don't know. That's interesting.
We're gonna have to find out in the upcoming weeks.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada royal. What the hell? What the heck? I never heard of that. A bada bing, bada boom, bada royal.
No.
Yeah.
You down for a little bit today. Not an easy man to find here in this building today. A lot going on for you right now. Jay White stealing the Triple B. The words from Juice Robinson earlier tonight. What's
my old knee would be freaking out on you right now. I'm just not in the mood to be interviewed. I'm sorry. I just want to call my boy and get some advice. Okay. Thank you, Renee.
Who's he?
Please pick up.
He called him last week and he didn't pick up the phone. Is he? I'm not pick up again.
Adam, can you hear me, dude? What's up, man? Dude, how have you been trying to get on the phone now for days? Oh my god, dude! Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm still at Roddy's. Unfortunately, he still needs your help.
No, Roddy's.
I need your help, Adam. Okay, I'm getting attacked left and right by Bullet Club Gold. They stole the Triple B. Samoa Joe apparently wants another title shot, and Juice Robinson's opened up some old wounds, dude. You hear me? Yeah. Adam, Bobby's in the middle of toe bearing. Adam.
Yeah, but the phone.
Hey, boss. I was just eavesdropping on your phone call, and I heard Jay White said that if you beat him and his guys, and you don't have any partners, I figured that the Acclaim could team with you. So,
Oh God.
Come on, Max. Hey, hold on just 1 second here. One, when did you decide that you could just offer up our services? Okay, sorry. And then 2, what is your infatuation with this Yahoo? He's kind of sus, dude. Look, we started wrestling together. I've known him for 10 years. And
when did they start wrestling together? I haven't seen them tied together before.
I have a lot of friends, but he's my friend. And I think he needs his...
Maybe on the independent scene they did. I didn't know that. They did.
I like when he plays hard to get.
Oh.
Very interesting development there.
I agree with that.
Christian Cage. Double save.
Oh no. This is even worse.
Luchasaurus.
Mhm.
I agree, Tony.
What happened? What the hell? So the main event is now. It's 8:50, but they are having a 2-minute overrun. So this is the main event, I guess.
And I found it interesting that he said
I hope they give them enough time.
that Luchasaurus and
Someone's
No,
gonna,
I think so.
don't tell me Darby or someone's gonna get Christian.
based on his experience in the past. Well, the difference is, Adam, I didn't take some ragtag group, dress them up like it's Halloween, and convince them they're tough guys. You tried to be their leader. I am not their leader. I am their father. That's the difference.
He's their father. You need a father, Chris.
Almost made me crack a smile when you came out and gave the big
I'd accept Cage's father.
hey, let's get the team back together. Let's talk. Let's have all these dream matches.
I know acknowledge Christian Cage is my father.
Careers
Mm.
together.
No.
And it's funny that that same sentiment wasn't there a few years ago, Adam. It's funny that same sentiment wasn't there when I was deliberately being held back, even though I was clearly the more talented of the two, while you were getting pushed to the moon.
I knew that was coming.
Why didn't you want to get back together then, Adam? Huh? Where were you?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and of course, there we go. Oh,
That was quick.
mm-hmm.
Got him pretty good.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's selling or he's actually hurt.
Hope not.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Come on, Adam.
Don't spoil anything for me. I haven't heard the bell yet myself.
Edge's first match in AEW.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Gonna choke some already. Ooh. Can't believe we're witnessing Aaron. I'm always gonna call him Edge, but his first match in AEW.
Yeah, it's surreal, and I understand why he's getting beat up, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Ooh. So far, with Swords has taken over control of the whole match.
Yeah.
He got 10-minute overrun, so that's really good and handy, especially for this match. Edge's first match in AEW. Any kind of overrun you get, I take.
Oh, for sure, it gives the wrestlers, that extra cushion. Yeah, especially with being Edge's first match in AEW.
as one of the memes says, I think Adam Copeland, Edge, made a huge mistake.
There we go. He's trying to fight out a little bit. Picture in picture. We haven't really seen a full-on commercial tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was waiting for the bazinga.
More Big Bang Theory than ever before on TBS.
Devin says, "How's it going, Chris?"
Oh, yeah, I'm going. I'm just watching this main event.
The end of films is here. This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deals give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big saving, which means only for Prime members. It was me the whole time. Well done, man. With Snapchat from Progressive, you get a personalized discount for being a safe driver. Snapchat savings.
This is a keepsake frame. This is actually a photo from my wedding. Adam Weiss, founder and CEO of a mobile app that makes it easy to have your photos printed, framed, and shipped to your doorstep. Just choose a photo that you love, you preview it in over 100 frames, and in a couple of days, you will receive your photo in a beautiful handmade frame. So if you've got a special photo on your phone, install the free keepsake app. We would love a chance to frame it.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not. I got you. Choice Hotels is a hotel for every type of stay. Like, that's what they all say. Stay twice and get a free night when you book direct at Choice Hotels.
Everyone, Dynamite about to be over, but tomorrow night we'll be having a Talking Lead episode 38. It is pre-recorded. We had to pre-record on Saturday because Flame's gonna be working, but Talking Lead tomorrow will be still going on, but it will be pre-recorded. It will be we did the All Elite gimmick shakeup. This time we're gonna be doing the a gimmick shakeup of the WWE. So we would take WWE wrestlers and kind of fantasy book how we would remember on our AEW gimmick checkup, we had a lot of good feedback. We booked Rhea Shavir, Wardlow. There's a lot of them that we did. But this time we're going WWE. This time it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern for Talking Week tomorrow night. So just tune in for that. I wasn't on, but Wayne, Adam, and Mark was on. Yeah, definitely tune in for Talking Week tomorrow night. What is that? Confetti? Yeah, that's the confetti from. What's going to happen here? You can try to do the same thing that happened to Darby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
ooh, that was good. That was real good.
Yeah.
Flying DDT. That was perfect. Perfect timing. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah.
That was smooth. That's going to top rope.
Yeah. It flows so smoothly, like you said.
Oh, instead of a stinger splash, you got a Copeland splash. Starts from the top rope. Christian's getting a little worried now.
Mm-hmm. A little scared.
This fantastic crowd just outside of Kansas City. We thank you for joining us for Dynamite Title Tuesday tonight. Wild swing and a miss by Luchasaurus. Cope fired in, connected with those elbow strikes. It's the
Oh,
headbutt. Wow, that was awesome.
pretty nasty headbutt.
Boss right there. Running at full speed at the boss.
Whew.
Here, in control of it all. Got the Lucha.
Haven't seen that in a while. Finn Taylor.
No.
That's his signature move. Next is a spear of his finisher. I feel like he might do a different kind of finisher in AEW though.
Cover him! Cover him!
That'd be cool.
I
I
don't
like
know.
that.
Oh,
Damn!
Oh, goodness.
oh, this is gonna end badly if he does this. Yes, suplex Edge over the top rope onto the.
Oh, no.
No.
That would be horrible. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to see Edge in his career in his first match in AEW.
No. No, thank you.
It's not even about wrestling at this point. I don't want to see him get hurt. Uh-oh, suplex. That suplex is smooth. Everything Edge is doing is perfect. Very smoothly done.
And on a big guy like Luchasaurus too.
I feel like I underestimated how tall Edge is. Well, before he didn't seem as tall as he is now, but he seems like really, really tall now.
Mm.
I don't know if it's because he doesn't have the long hair anymore, or I don't know. He seems a bit taller to me.
Maybe he's doing little anti-gravity exercises.
Yeah, because he looks bigger than he did in his previous WWE days. Here comes that creepy little bastard.
Don't tell me that. I haven't even watched it yet.
Comes that little. Oh, damn it! Put that damn chair there.
Oh. Oh gosh.
That creepy little bastard. You want to know who gave me that name?
Who's that?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. CLB. I mean, say, what's a CLB? A creepy little bastard.
Oh, that's right.
I wish they'd bring it back to AEW like that. Creepy little bastard.
That's where the what chant started, because Stone Cold left like this long voice message on Christian's phone.
Yeah. Uh-oh, it's going to spear him through it. Oh, what a save. Something bad's going to happen here. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that was good.
No.
I wouldn't go there. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, that was good. He didn't really get all of it. That was so good. That was great.
That was.
He didn't get all of it. He got enough of it to make it look good. Everything Ed is doing is so smoothly done. Like everything. Christian's going to do something again, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been a great match.
A long overtime.
Oh. Oh, he hit him with the head. Ah! That's something that Eddie Guerrero would do. He did it. He did it. He is on. Eject him out of here. Eject Christian out of the arena. Oh,
Get him
shoot.
out of here.
Perfect. Perfect finish. Nick Wayne. I agree, Devin. Eddie wins. Very good main event. That was a really good main event. I agree.
Yep, it was.
Party is nowhere yet, though. Who is this? Ryan Danielson? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's going to Christian this Saturday in Collision.
Oh.
Who is this?
Huh.
Why are they in this feud? I guess because they're with Danielson.
Oh, yeah.
Now who's coming out? Why is the Gates of Agony coming out now? They're not even in this feud. I'm confused now. The Swerve and Hangman was going at it. Like I thought they were Hangman and Swerve were supposed to be into a feud.
Oh, that's right. Claudio and Yuta are kind of like feuding with him a little bit right now.
Yeah, now here comes Hangman. It is Hangman. Now it makes a little bit more sense. Why is Hangman helping Claudio? Wait, I forgot. They're both faces now. I thought Claudio was still heel. Damn. There's Nick Wayne. Christian Cage is tapping out. It's not Saturday yet, though. We're going to end Dynamite with Christian tapping out. Previously on Young Children.
Nice. Good show. Good show.
Well, that was a really good, pretty good episode. What did you guys think?
Now that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that was a fun episode. It really was.
Indeed.
Good storylines. Got a little chaotic there at the end, but then it made sense. And but yeah, overall, I'm not a huge fan of Soraya losing. But yeah,
Right.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent episode. Not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I didn't really like the title switches. It didn't really make any sense to try to. I mean, Orange Cassidy just had the international champion. It didn't really make sense to put it back on him.
Right.
And then the Saraya thing, I didn't really get that either.
Me either.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I had to rate it, I give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty decent episode. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent episode. I'm curious to see what NXT had all their stuff. I don't know if the Undertaker was on it. Like they had like he was supposed to be on there, and I don't know if they actually showed up or not. But I thought AEW was pretty good. The main event was really, really good. I thought Edge and Luchasaurus had a really good ending to the show.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Connor, I mean, Edge was looking like crisp. All his moves were looking good. Told a great story during the match, I thought. Came back and really fought back, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
And I heard that Brian Pillman Jr.'s name is Lex's King.
apparently that was his sister's name.
Sisters.
He had a sister that passed away, I believe. I seen someone that put that. I'm guessing that's why Brian Pillman actually used that as well. Her.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Let's say we'll be back for Talk Week tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is pre-recorded, so it's not live, but I'm pretty sure Wayne and some of those will be in the chat to talk to you guys. Yeah, then the Johnny Swinger interview will be out as a separate upload very soon. I need to get the Pope out as well. But if you guys wanted to watch the interview separately without the live reaction, I'll have the Pope and Johnny Swinger interviews up separately. The Johnny Swinger interview is really, really good. So if you haven't seen it, I'll definitely be putting. You can go back and watch it in this stream, or you can wait for the separate upload to be released. Definitely subscribe down below. Our goal is 500 subscribers before the year's over with. We gained 2 subscribers during the broadcast night. We're at 412 subscribers. So thank you to 2 people who did subscribe. Does anyone else have anything for?
No, I mean, yeah, thanks for having me on, Connor. It was a blast as always, and yeah.
Well, here's something though. Connor, to answer your question, did the Undertaker appear in NXT? Yes, he had appeared in NXT. Sorry to spoil it, Zachary.
He did do something.
If Zachary doesn't mind letting me say it.
If you want to say it, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
I'll give you a little. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to say it. He took out an NXT superstar.
Let's just leave it at that. Because I'm probably going to go back and watch it too, just for the heck of it.
And another thing, he took out the son of a Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay. I know.
So that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, sorry to spoil it, Zachary, and I do hope that you understand what I'm saying.
I do. I hear what you're saying.
Anyway, to give my rating, I got to give it a 7.5 because of the because of an all-out war zone at the end of the show, and Adam Copeland making his debut and all that. Wrestling in-ring debut.
Yeah. I seen someone on Twitter that they did the 2 title changes for a ratings boost. I'm curious to see if that increases viewership, because they had 2 title changes tonight, not just 1, but 2. But I feel like Mox is going to win the title back whenever he's cleared. I bet he was supposed to win it tonight, like you were saying, Zach. And when he couldn't compete, they still went along with the same plan, just without Moxley. But I think Moxley should win it back. He didn't really get the run he probably deserved because of his injury. Yeah, tonight was very good. 7 out of 10. My favorite match tonight was probably the first match tonight, Danielson and Swerve. But that main event was good. Everything was so perfectly smooth, well done.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for Talking Elite.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching, everyone.